Hello, everybody. We are on Reddit again today. This is Bad Women's Anatomy. Sure, I know. These are often special. If you're unfamiliar, it's usually males, but sometimes females who don't know how females work. Um, so we're going to go through this and see some probably interesting stuff. You see the buttons below? You've made it to YouTube. You know how to use them. I won't explain. Just do as you like with them. Thanks. Alright, let's see what horrific we can find. The post asked, what's a rumor you remember hearing growing up? Pop wasn't ready for the truth. It's impossible to get pregnant on the first time. This one is true, I think. A bunch of teens just lied about it being their first time, right? Incorrect. That was a pretty mild, basic one. That's fine. Good to clarify. Oh, dear God. Oh boy. Here we go. I bet this, by the length of it, I'm betting this is going to be one of those men writing women ones or something along that line. Okay. Facebook. The pressure was built in her uterus, and she knew. Her period had arrived. Looking around class, everyone was focused on their work, and Mr. Johnson was flipping through his newspaper. She raised her hand, and he looked up. I need to use the bathroom. Restroom. Mr. Johnson squinted. Hold it. She slunk back into her sink and clenched her pelvic muscles to stop the flow of her crimson shame. 10 minutes passed, however, and the pressure was mounting. She did a good job holding it for the time, but it was becoming a desperate situation. She raised her hand again, and Mr. Johnson misogynistically sighed, What? I really need to go to the bathroom. Fine, but you get an F for female. She frowned, but had no choice. She made a mad dash to the bathroom, breaking her heels along the way, which flattened her shoes enough to gain more speed. As she ran toward the bathroom, her heaving, ample breasts, filled with milk, bounced and sloshed back and forth in her bra. Thankfully, she made it in time before her womb made a bloody explosion. She inspected her panties in the stall and sighed in relief. Thank you, Kegels. She pushed and peed the blood hard into the toilet, making it look like a murder scene all over the porcelain walls. Now to plug herself up. She pulled a tampon from her purse and opened the packet. Perspiration beaded on her forehead as she examined the phallic shape. As she pushed it inside, she let out a gasp, then a moan. Mr. Johnson would never know the wonders of being a woman. So much! The breast filling and sloshing with milk while she was running to the bathroom. And of course she's in heels. And a tampon being sexy. There's just so many things. And peed out. I want to think that it's just pointing out that the pelvic floor muscles and the abdominals clench and can do both at the same time. Because it, contracts and works on that entire area. Your whole lower abdomen. But given the rest, I'm betting he thinks it comes out the pee hole. It really sounds like he thinks the vagina and the urethra are. Yeah, I think I think the writer thinks that blood comes out the urethra when you have a period. This is the type of thing I was talking about. Oh my god, the breasts. Oh my god, the breasts. Oh my god, the breasts. Oh, we have some blurred. Oh, okay. First time I scroll through the site. Oh, Shem. I want stories. I'm a little afraid of the pictures. Okay. BadWomensAnatomy. Title: runs around the corner panting, drops post, runs into the fray again. Just running in here for a break. It's 2022. 50-year-old man, self-declared high skill in the bedroom. Single because he can pull a beautiful younger woman until he's in his grave, so why marry his beautiful friends with benefits now who will only age badly compared to him? Yeah, him. Response to a young man, well, probably a troll, who asks for help. Both virgins, looking to PIV stage. Hurts too much for her. He did everything right. He even fingered her. She must be too big. Yep. Problem is his big dick, and he asks. He must be too big. Yep. Problem is his big dick, and he asks, what's the solution? Well, our older son leaps into the fray. A dildo is the answer. She needs to be broken in. Oh no. Not like a horse, he tells me. Actually, like a shoe. Young girls' virgin vaginas just experience pain sometimes. Best to use foreign objects to help out, okay? Anyway, this diagnosed blind, outraged, opinionated bitch without rational argument, so saith our old man, had better take her leather boot and her badge back out to the good fight. Thanks for giving me a space to breathe. Runs back out to the 1822 world. Okay. For you that don't need this explained, just click ahead. This is something that needs explained a lot that I see. Way too much that I see. A mature, almost or fully past pubescent female. Her vagina is plenty big to pass a baby. What makes the tighter or more relaxed sensation is the tension of her pelvic floor muscles. There are 3 layers at the entrance of the vagina. When these are tensed, it is painful, often, or gives often an unpleasant stretching sensation because it's working against muscles that are clenching. When a female relaxes and is properly aroused, these muscles, as with other ones, relax and allow entrance. The second part is the myths about the hymen in a virgin female. The idea that every virgin must go through pain and bleeding. There are many different types of hymens in females. There are several main shapes. Only 2 of them nearly or completely cover the entrance, where they would either need to be torn or they would need to be surgically opened. Most have a partial or lunar hymen, that well, for one, it is at the very entrance of the vagina. Females, you can take a mirror, look down there, spread things open. There it is at the entrance. Guys, you get the lucky chance. For that matter, girls who just want to check out their girlfriends, not use a mirror, or want to know what she has, guys or gals, or anyone else. You can look and you can see the hymen. It's not like a lot of these, different porn stories and romance novels, which are porn stories, and, videos and stuff where the guy, let's face it, it's usually the man. They're heterosexual stories. He has to push in, and then once he's already in a good ways, then he feels her hymen and has to push past it. She feels pain and there's some blood afterwards. If she's properly relaxed, aroused, lubricated, most females, not all, there are exceptions depending, bodies vary, but the majority of females, because the hymen is for most a thin piece of tissue that partially and sometimes very little, and even sometimes not at all, some females are born without, it just gets pushed off to the side. It's like, boop. That's it. It's just like, boop. Except for it's much thinner. It's just a little piece of skin in most people. A little personal information. I am in my almost mid-40s. I started at a good youngest age, in my teens. I've been very busy. Not recently, due to nomadism, COVID and whatnot. But in the grand scheme of things, I have, between dating and a marriage, that's no longer the case, very active. Use the gear a lot. More than 2 decades, still got my hymen. Women give birth, still have their hymen. So, read up on actual respectable medical sites about how female anatomy works sexually. The anatomy, the physiological processes of arousal, because there is so much wrong out there. And this is just touching on what's right here and the side comments about the hymen, which do not cover everything. There's more to read on all of this. So, yeah. Nobody should be listening to this guy. And, that's the other thing that we started out with. Menfolk. Statistically, it has been proven time and time again. You do not have a big enough penis to cause pain in a properly aroused, relaxed, lubricated female. You don't. They are made to take larger than more than 98% of males. If you are one of the freak occurrences, that is massive compared to what is normal. Okay. You're probably not. Again, with some intense just let's just phrase it as unpleasantness. Some intense unpleasantness and unfortunately sometimes tearing, but not always. Those pelvic floor muscles, along with the inner portion of the vagina, are made to pass a baby. Babies, even when they're hard to get out, even the smallest baby is bigger than your penis by quite a bit. So, if there is an ongoing pain problem, there is something going on about what you and your partner are doing, or something health wise, even that could be going on with her. So, please, please do not listen to this man or anybody who says stuff like him, because this is, oh, and go to reputable medical sites and learn the specifics and the rounded out of the stuff that I like just barely scoped over loosely and with slang and, just screwing around on my channel here. Go learn proper medical functioning. I'm gonna give that a click up because that's just so horrible. Let's see what else we got. And now I go on pictures. Now I go on pictures. Bad gynecologists. Uh-oh. Bad gynecologist. Not sure if this goes here, but here we go. I'm afraid. So, brief summary. I, 30 female, had gone for a little over a year complaining of pain in my stomach that seemed to get worse. This turned into my period starting to take longer and longer to arrive. I only got my doctor to listen to me. She sent me to the gynecologist. By the time I saw this guy, I had daily sharp pains, and my period would easily skip a month or two. During the introductory questions, he asked me about my age, to which I of course said 30. He then proceeded to tell me that I was running out of time to have kids, and I should get on that. This happened 6 months ago, and I still think of it and haven't gone back. Yeah, that's about par for the course. I mean, there are a lot of wonderful gynecologists out there, but we are still we are still treated to include by many gynecologists, many clinics, guidelines. We're built like we're breeding machines. That's how we're viewed, is that is what we are built for. We're built breeding machines. And the assumption that she wants children at all is none of his business, and expressed that way is just appalling. She could want to adopt, which again, his comment is just appalling and not at all applicable. And even if she wants biological children, she's 30, which, as time goes on, fertility does get lower and lower, depending on, a slight variation in personal functioning. But still, what she's supposed to do? Just, go out and find something? It's just so inappropriate. I'm child-free, and I've had to deal with a lot of crap. But that aside, whether she wants children or not, biological or adopted, anything. As a gynecologist, that's horrible. We're gonna do one more, and that's gonna be it. Pictures. Nope, nope, nope. Humor. Okay, here we go. End it with some humor. My boyfriend's cute reaction to the randomness of periods. When I first started dating my boyfriend, we were both around 20. We were going to class, and I was complaining to him about that my stomach hurts, but I have not started my period yet. He was looking at me confused and asked, "Wait, if you did not start your period this morning, you don't have to worry about it because it's not going to start until tomorrow, right?" I had to enlighten him that's not how it works, and periods, in fact, can start at any time of day. He was looking at me with wide eyes and said, "That's awful." It was so cute. He's quite well learned about women's biology, but he was not taught this information ever. Sorry for my English, I'm not a native speaker. Okay, yeah, that was cute, and it was rather sweet, honestly. Wide eyes and said, "That's awful." Yes, the unpredictability, yes, make, makes life difficult for many years. Uh, yeah, so we're gonna end there on a bit of a sweet and funny up note. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed and was appalled and was aghast and got some good laughs. So, good. God, did I. Well, anywho, have a good whatever time of day it is for you. Bye.